Yeah, so I thought I got the bottom of the problem with my car, but it's still giving misfire codes, and it's running poorly. So I thought, I'm gonna buy. It says misfire at cylinder 3 of 5, so it's the middle one. Right now, I'm in the position where I just need to find the actual problem that is giving me those codes. It's keep having misfires, and after that, I will decide. I will change everything that is needed to be changed. Until then, I actually thought that I should give an eye on the fuel filter. If you didn't know, this is the right side of the car, and I've seen this very commonly on Volvos. Is just under the side skirt. So as you can see, here it is. I will have to undo that screw over there, this one here, get that thing off, that strap off, and then I will have to see how difficult it will be for one guy to change the fuel filter on the car. I only have these two small ramps that I put the car on, and it's quite difficult for me to lay on my back and have this to do. As I said, when you're looking at the car, this is the right side of the car, so the the fuel filter is just underneath that part over there somewhere in front of the wheel, the rear wheel. So first step, before you get under the car, you lift up the bonnet. You go here to the fuel rail. Yeah, as you can see, this is the fuel rail. This is a lid which you can take off, and it has a small button in there. Press it. You can press it by your fingernail. Releases all the pressure in the fuel system, in the fuel rail, the fuel pressure. Put the lid back on. Coffee break. Go back under the car. You have another pressure release over there, which is this one here. Unscrew that, do exactly the same thing, and release the pressure here before the fuel filter. You can screw back the lid on by hand. It is not supposed to be too hard, because that lid obviously protects the valve for dirt and stuff like that. Then it's pretty simple but hard. I had to learn on the hard way. As you can see, next to me is a lot of fuel. I'm all wet on my right shoulder, but anyway, for you guys not to do the same mistake, you just have to be careful with the fuel that remains in the filter. So once you do that, if you do like me, you can't take the bracket off because it's quite rusty, and instead of ripping it off and have to wait for another another time to fit it back on, because I don't have another one, what I did was I left it there, because the filter goes actually front and back. It moves itself. You can push it on and off. So what I did was I took the hose from this side here, just pulled it out. As you can see, pulls out very easy. Left it to a side because there's no pressure in it. Left it here hanging, there's no fuel coming out because I released the pressure first. So took it out, got the fuel filter out, the old one I mean, which starting, you know, pouring the petrol over me. But anyway, luckily I've done it. Then after I pulled it out, took this hose out off of that one, put the new fuel filter inside the bracket here, put the hoses back on, and that's pretty much it. Job done. This is how it looks like from under the car. A little bit of fuel. I was all wet this side here, but being petrol, it vapors out. But as I said, you have to be careful with the fuel from inside the old filter. Now, since you've changed the fuel filter and you released the whole pressure in the system, don't try and start the car right away. Just put the key in the second position for a couple of times, each time like a few seconds, like so, and then if it doesn't start, you have to try again.